Lando on the track. What's up, people? On my way to the gym. Yeah, time to get up and do some work. Follow me. I'm going to show you, some of the routines that I'm going to go through today. So stick around with me. All right. Yeah. This is my normal routine. I get up at 2 a.m. in the morning. I make my way to the gym. But the day before, I make sure I go to bed early. It's key to get that sleep. It's very important. That way I'm able to maintain my energy throughout the workout. Mr. Lando on the track. Well, okay, it's showtime. So the first exercise is going to be bench press, and this is what I'm going to be doing. The upper chest is going to be the primary focus. The bottom part of the chest is going to be secondary focus. This is going to target the sternocostal head and the clavicular head. So with the first set, I try to ease into what I'm going to do overall. This basically just warms up the chest, mainly by doing so many reps, but at the same time, as you can notice with my movement, everything is controlled. There's no rush, there's no imbalance, everything just nicely controlled. I'm able to lift and push out. Literally it's lift, drop, lift, drop. Yep. Time to increase the weights. So the only way that you're going to get bigger chest is by increasing your weight, but you have to remember to do this gradually. You can't just jump into increasing your weight straight away. It has to come naturally. You have to feel strong when you're lifting the weight, so be mindful with the type of weight that you're lifting. Ensure that it is difficult, but at the same time it's doable. Don't exert yourself, because this is where injury comes. Moving on to exercise 2, which is the chest press. This is very important. I highly recommend this, and these are the sets that I'll be doing. The primary focus will be the lower part of the chest. This exercise targets one section of the muscle, the pectoralis minor muscle. Now normally you're supposed to be doing this exercise pushing out with both hands, but I like to change in between hands, the left and the right. That way I'm able to put more weight into one chest rather than sharing it equally. I feel like this is more beneficial for the muscles as well. Now with the first set, I'm basically training to failure, trying to increase the amount of reps I can get in just to warm up the muscles. Then obviously when we move on to the second set, then that's when it's going to be more focus with more controlled push out. Third exercise is the low cable chest press. This is another good exercise for the chest. The lower chest is the primary focus and the upper chest is the secondary focus. This targets the anterior deltoid, the pectoralis minor muscle and the pectoralis major muscle. If you do this right, you'll definitely feel the burn. Now, the thing about this is that you have to remain composed. Don't rush this. Lift slowly. Put more emphasis on the pull so you feel it more on the chest. Cable chest press is the next exercise, and this is very good as well, just to follow on from the previous exercise. With this exercise, your main aim is to push as hard as you can while remaining composed. So if you lose your balance, always remember you can start again. So avoid injury and just compose yourself. If you have to do it again, stop and then restart. Cable crossover is exercise number 5, and this basically just complements the 2 previous exercises I was doing. Now this is going to focus on the middle part of the chest. I suggest that you do this after completing the other 2 exercises. So my technique is probably different from what you've seen and what you've done before. What I tend to do is I come to the middle, then I go back, then I come all the way down at the bottom, then I go back, then I repeat the cycle. This way I'm able to actually focus on the top part and also the bottom part of the chest. Exercise number 6 is my favorite, the bicep. These are the number of reps and sets that I do. The primary focus is of course the bicep, and the secondary is the deltoid and the forearm. Remember to keep your form. Raise up and then drop down all the way, then raise up and then drop down all the way as well. Composure is key. Exercise 7 is the lateral raise, and these are the sets that I'm going to be doing. The primary focus is the deltoid. The secondary focus is the upper oblique. This will focus on the deltoid, the lateral and serratus anterior. Once again, this is a controlled motion, so we're lifting and then we're staying all the way up and then we're coming down. Always controlled, maintaining the form. Ensure that you breathe in and out as well, and just lift. I'm doing an overhead press to top up the previous exercise, and these are the sets that I do. As my body is composed, I'm lifting with the arm, I'm staying composed, I'm lifting all the way up and I'm coming down and then lifting all the way up again. The seated row is one key exercise I look forward to doing for back exercise. The primary focus is obviously the back, targeting the latissimus dorsi, teres major, infraspinatus. I tend to go superset with this one because I'm able to handle the weight, so I increase it to the maximum. When I feel like I got more energy to lift, then I'll lift more, but with more controlled emphasis. Final exercise, exercise 10, is the close grip pull down. This complements the previous exercise. The back is the primary focus and the deltoid is the secondary focus. This exercise focuses on the latissimus dorsi and the infraspinatus. With this being the last exercise, I go very hard with this one, so I try to do as much as I can just to leave on a high. I focus very hard on how many reps I can get out of myself. That way I'm able to say to myself that I left 100% in the gym rather than go home with 80% done. So with the pull alongside with all the other exercise I've done, I'm keeping the motion composed, pulling correctly, ensuring that my back is straight, I'm not bending, there's no movement, and just doing it properly. I appreciate you guys for taking the time out to watch this. I really appreciate those who stayed all the way to the end. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and see you on the next one. Peace.